make a windmill out of paint cards. Hello everybody, welcome back to the vlog. And today I'm gonna go into my backyard and have one of those sit-down discussions with you. Don't worry, you did nothing wrong. The public schools did something wrong. Not just me, but millions of other American kids that go to public schools these days. They've been treated with something nonsense that has ended up in our schools. If you want to guess right now, that thing, the disgusting thing, is called Common Core, otherwise known as the Common Core State Standards Initiative. Now, what is this? Well, it's a type of mechanism designed by people in Washington State to make us work harder and find different ways and different methods to get to an answer. Also, that was just math. And then English, you have to, explain a lot of things like cite your sources. I mean, that was already there, but they're trying to make you do it a lot more, and they're amping it up a little. But anyways, this is the problem. It's way too hard. Kids have complained about it, parents have complained about it, but they haven't done one thing about it to change it, only making it harder. My state, I think, adopted it in about 2011. I mean, I was in like first or second grade or something when they adopted it, but all in all, this is probably the worst choice Massachusetts has ever made in my entire life. I mean, I watched the videos, people complain about this. And let me show you how. One teacher taught a lesson about how to add to 15. So, use any equation just to get to 15. First or second grader puts 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals 15. Now that's a legible equation, but the teacher marked it wrong. I don't know why, I don't know how, but they wanted them to multiply. Pretty stupid, just write an equation and then you're done, but she marks it wrong. The kids screaming over there, they're probably hearing me about this speech. And then so forth, a woman gave a speech about how Common Core ruins daily lives. Now let me get really into this. She said her child had nosebleeds and migraines every day. Can you believe that? And yes, all credit goes to that woman and the other videos I'm about to produce to you. But yeah, if you watch the videos, you'll see how bad Common Core is. Some people call it rotten core. I probably take like a couple of tests a week, and then usually I end up getting a lot of it wrong because they use the Common Core method. And they want you to use the Common Core method. I remember adding, you had to let's do 10 plus 5. 10 plus 5. Just add 5 and you get 15. That was the original method. And now, the Common Core way says, how can you get to 10 and how can you get to 5? And then round it up and then use place marks. I remember back in the first grade, like number of the day thing. And then they had us do a number line, place value, how to get to it, equations. It was stupid. It was really stupid. I have to say that right now. It's stupid. I mean, I definitely seen the videos. There are pictures of children crying. So this one equation, there was like blah, 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 blah problem. And then explain how you solved it. So, this is how it went. This guy solved it with all the work that needed to be shown, and then they have to know how you solved it. And he said, I did in my head, but still he wrote the work down, so you should give him credit for that. But the teacher marked it wrong and said, how did you do it in your head? Come on, teachers, give him a break. He's like second grade or something. Now we have curriculum frameworks, and then we have standards and correlations. I mean, if I go on Engage New York site, I know it's not in our state, but so you have an entire page, maybe like 50 to 100 standards on it. And then there's like 150 pages of those 100 standards on it. It's stupid. There's like, I have consumer science, you know that? Consumer science is actually home ec. It's what they used to do back in the day. So you have to like sew and then you have to cook. It's actually pretty fun, but when the standards get into it, it's not good. I was looking on her refrigerator the other day. It's like explain explain the parts of a sewing machine and how each one works. Why would we want to do that? I mean, we should just label the parts of the machine and she can teach us that, but she wants us to know. Common Core is useless. I gotta say that. I'm pretty sure everyone is agreeing with that. There's a guy out there, his name is Duke Pesta. He's been trying to fight Common Core for as long as I can remember. And then you have the state testing. I have MCAS. Other people may have MCAT or something, like whatever your state testing has, but I have MCAS. It's like the book form test. It's like 50 pages or something, and there's like 30 questions a session. So this is what I have lined up for this year. In March, I have the ELA language arts one, which is about 50 questions and maybe about 5 to 6 open responses. I remember my 7th grade teacher, English teacher, told me how to write it. And hook, thesis statement, paragraph 1 with 2 sources, paragraph 2 with 2 sources, paragraph 3 with 2 sources, paragraph 4 with 2 sources, and paragraph 5 with 2 sources. And then I believe it was a rebuttal, and then there was I think it was like the comeback, like the argument or something. Wait, it was argument and then rebuttal, and then it was the conclusion. And along with the argument and rebuttal was like 2 sources. That's what she wanted us to do, and that's what we had to do on every single open response in MCAT. She said they would mark it wrong. How does she know that? They probably got all the manuals and everything before the test, but I clearly don't remember having to do that. I think they're telling her something. That Common Core wants her to give that us. I guess that's the new paragraphs these days. I remember it used to be like just what do you call it? The first paragraph, which is like maybe I forget, it's like oh my god, how do I not remember? See, Common Core is messing up my brain. Let me think of it. Okay, 7th grade, there was the starting sentence, and then the 3 small paragraphs, and then the wrap up. And then it started getting worse in the grades when Common Core was getting so popular. I know like 5 or 10 states did not adopt this, lucky. But Massachusetts decided to, and I'm not really happy with it. Now Common Core is throwing us do-nows. When we walk into class, we have to do do-nows, which is like a few problems, but they're hard. So we have textbooks. In English this year, we have a literature textbook. 1,200 pages. That's just the stories, and then there's the vocabulary pages and all of that. So like 1,300 pages. It's maybe this thick or something. But then you look in like the bottom right corner, and you see in that yellow writing, right, boldly faced, Common Core edition. And it says on every page. And when you get to the comprehension questions and text analysis, you see RL-1, cite textual evidence to explain the character's mood or something. And then on like almost every question, it's like cite your sources. I mean, I get it. It's plagiarism, but we don't really have to do that with the book because they already gave us permission to. I mean, I can name all the companies off the bat. There's McDougall, there's Holt, there's Little, there is Houghton Mifflin Harcourt, Pearson. It is crazy. There's also Glencoe. Don't even get me started on Fountas and Pinnell. In 6th grade, my teacher only tested me once when I was supposed to be tested 3 times. I'm actually happy for that, but now I'm behind. I'm on like level X or something. Like maybe like 8 other people. Well, actually more than half the class is at Z because the teacher forgot to test me 2 more times. I could be at Z and done with Fountas Pinnell. But truth is, I probably have a couple more tests to go through. So this is it. So you have to like read a very small book, maybe like 5 pages. The teacher tests you on like the first 2 pages to see how your comprehension is. The Little Red Riding Hood went to his grandmother's house. If you say a word wrong, you get points marked off. Like, the Little Red Riding Hood went to grandfather's house. And then you had to self-correct yourself. They won't help you. And the text is really small in it. So it's really bad, I guess. And then you have to read maybe 3 more pages by your own, and they have to answer like 5 to 10 questions that they don't even understand. I'm reading a story today with the literature book because we were watching The Giver, and she was not here today, so we had a substitute who gave us an assignment from the literature book, the Common Core edition. So we had to do questions 1, 2, 4, 5, and 7. That's 5 questions. Not bad, but it's like, what? It was like one of the questions, why is his grandfather come to visit him in the medicine bag or something like that? And then I read like the first 3 pages because that's where it should be. And I ended up reading the whole book. There was no anything that said he was coming to his house or why he was coming to this house. And it's like, cite your sources. I didn't. Because they already gave us permission to write our answers down and send it to our teacher. But they still want us to. I'm sorry, I didn't. Judge me all you want. I really hope the Common Core State Standards Initiative people that work there hear this. Because I'm telling you something. You are hurting kids. I swear my brain is screwed up. I've been ranting for 10 minutes. I'm not gonna keep going until like 20, 30 minutes here. I really don't know what to think of it. I used to have fun in school. I used to read a book. And we don't do that anymore. I'm reading it right now. And I plan to be on page like 150 by now. It's October. I only got to page 50 because more work and less time to read. I just want quiet. Guess what we did in gym today? We had to sit down and listen to a presentation. Who wants to do that? I want to get active. And now there's the mile run. You have to do it like in under 15 minutes or else you have to redo it. It's even in gym. Look around you. Every single thing in that school has to do with Common Core. And I had it up to here. But my temper is up here because of this. I mean, I don't even have time to do my homework anymore. And then there's this new thing called STEAM. So this is it. You have to build things. But instructions take like 30 minutes and then we only have 10 minutes to build. And it's useless building. We have to build rockets out of straws. To make a windmill out of paint cards. Color cards at Lowe's. All right, the school wants us to read, okay? They got rid of the library. They got rid of the library, and they want us to read. How does that make sense? I walk in the first day of school at 7th grade. Where's the library? Oh, it's a building. I know, that sounds fun, first of all, but it's not really fun anymore. No offense, but everyone hates it. I talk to people, they're like, they don't want to go. I'm so sorry, teacher, but people don't like this. But forget that right now. Common Core is ruining us. I swear, if you don't even know what this is yet, you must be medically deranged. No offense. Come on. I have like 30%, maybe 40% more headaches from Common Core than the original. I mean, the people are going insane. Like, I see pictures of kids trying to do their homework, videos of kids trying to do their homework, and they're crying, they're bawling their eyes out. Like, they can't do it, it's too much pressure. These are first graders. I remember 11 plus 9. It's like number lines and multiplication now. This is sickening. I do not want to go another day without seeing no Common Core. Look, the sun's hiding me from now. And this is going to continue all the way through college. And then when I get out, I'm going to go straight to the state that created this crap. And I'm going to tell them, you made the worst decisions of your life. I'm pretty sure people tried to put lawsuits and sue people for Common Core, but they never won. It's like the IRS. I'll probably do that in another vlog. I think the work is a lot more harder now, and I really don't know what to do about it. I'm just gonna leave you on this footnote. Common Core is ruining everyone's lives. If you hear this, Common Core, I don't want you here anymore. Get out of the United States. Go probably to a deserted island like Fiji or something. Because I don't want to spend another minute on this earth with Common Core. More homework. I mean, more homework. You're giving us more homework. It's harder to do things now. It's harder to have fun. A school a few towns away made the school day 8 hours because of you. You made more work. You had to work longer to get the equal amount of homework. That's my opinion, but honestly, that's what I think. Tell me what you think in the comments. But anyways, Common Core, get out of this country. We don't need you anymore. We like the traditional way, and that's how we want it. I hate my hand is tired. Look, see this? That's a callus right. Let me focus. That's a callus right there. You know where I got that from? Writing too much. That was your fault. It's not mine. I mean, really? I found a purple leaf. Purple. But anyways, guys, please fight Common Core. We can end this together. And I'm glad I did this speech. No offense to anyone at my school who thinks Common Core is right, and anyone else. Teachers, please don't comment me on this. Students, comment on me all you want. I really don't want to get in trouble. But this is the way it has to be. I'm fed up with it. I'm actually taking a stand for this. So, thank you for joining me tonight. And I'll see you tomorrow.